big room full of bad. One big room full of bad.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We just had to change our clocks recently, which means that the weather is getting warmer, the sun is staying out longer, and we're not quite there yet, but we are headed into spring and summer. There is no better time than the present to start preparing your collection for the warm weather. Y'all have been asking, so it's time. It's that time of year again. I'm gonna be sharing with you guys some of my favorite scents for the fellas for the warm weather in spring and summer. As you can see, I only have like a fraction of my collection here because I just recently moved. I still have plenty of things that I left back home that I have to have shipped down here. That's annoying, but we're gonna work with what we have today, okay? Let's just get straight to it. So starting off strong, first we have Coral Fantasy by Valentino. This is a tropical, sweet, sexy fragrance. So perfect for the warm weather. It's got red apple, cardamom, bergamot, lavender, like tobacco and patchouli in the base that give it like that little kick of masculinity to keep it from just being like too sweet and fruity. I love this one. I think that this is like by far one of the best designer fragrances for men out right now. Like I was so in love with this one. And I do like the Yellow Dream and I like the original Uomo Donna Born in Roma men's one, you know, the all black Valentino one. But this right here is something different. One of my friends was like, yeah, I need another bottle of that black Valentino. I was like, please just trust me and try the Coral Fantasy. He's like, oh, I don't know. Like, I really like that black one. I'm like, don't ask any questions, just get it. And he blind bought it based off of my word. He loved it. He did not stop texting me how much he loved it, how many compliments he was getting. He's like, no, you really put me on. You really on to something. I'm like, I know. So if you are a fan of the other Valentino flankers, please give this one a sniff if you have not. I promise you, I think the small bottle is like 80 bucks and the big one might be like 100. I buy most of my fragrances from Joma Shop, so all of the fragrances that I mentioned today will have links down below for you guys to purchase. They have the best prices on the market, so they should be around that price, but that's like the retail price of this fragrance. It's very affordable. Oh my gosh, so sexy, perfect for summer, perfect for vacation, fruity, tropical, sweet, sexy, all that. I think in this video, I kind of want to do it by house. So we are going to go to the house of Louis Vuitton for these next couple of fragrances. I adore Louis Vuitton fragrances, okay? I think that they are very like slept on, very underrated. Of course, you know, like people buy them, people wear them, but they are genuinely like in my top 5 favorite houses. They're not considered niche because it obviously is a designer brand, but the quality, it's just like with Tom Ford's private blend collection. It is definitely a huge step above what the basic designer level type fragrances can provide. And I personally think that it's really good prices. They offer refills, all of that kind of stuff. I love Louis fragrances for both men and women. But the reason I really appreciate their fragrances is because they have like this very signature DNA. Y'all know I love a good fresh and clean scent, especially in the warm weather. I've said before in my videos that there are no rules to when you wear a fragrance, but if you want to make sure that your scent is non-offensive, the rules would technically be to wear something heavier, spicier, darker in the fall and winter to kind of cut through that cold weather and allow your fragrance to really project. While in the summertime, you want to pull it back. You want something light, fresh, clean, a lot of citrus notes, because when you perspire, it makes your fragrance project even more. So if you have on a really loud scent, it can become very overbearing and nauseating to the people around you. So you want to keep it light and fresh because trust me, when you sweat, they're gonna smell it. For that very reason, I think Louis Vuitton is an amazing house for a good summer scent. They have a ton of fragrances that just really hammer in on that whole summer concept and just make you feel like you're on vacation. Chef's kiss, well freaking done. So you guys know this one. I've talked about it several times. It is Meteor by Louis Vuitton. I adore this fragrance. This is actually my #2 fragrance overall of all time for men. I don't know what it is about this fragrance, but I am just so obsessed. I feel like it's just so non-offensive. It's easy to love. I will say that it definitely is totally different on different people's skin. Now that's with every fragrance, but this one in particular, I just find that you either like absolutely love it on a person or you hate it, because I love this. I got it for my ex. I used to love smelling it on him, but I had another friend who wore it and it just did not smell the same on him. You know what I mean? So definitely depends on your body chemistry. Like I said, that goes for any and every fragrance, but this one you definitely want to try for yourself. Like this, can't even put into words what it does to me. Like, oh my gosh, it's just so sexy. It's like, it's the perfect amount of masculinity, because a lot of these other Louis Vuitton fragrances that I'm gonna show you guys today lean very unisex. This one to me has that just enough of a touch of masculinity to where I can say I would not wear this, but I love smelling it on a man. This has mandarin, bergamot, neroli, pink and black pepper, vetiver, cardamom, nutmeg. I think it's some other notes in there as well. Like it's hard to remember all of them, but this is so freaking sexy. This is like, oh my gosh, you're on the Amalfi Coast of Italy. You got like a slight breeze, like, oh, sexy summer, like, I'm telling you, that's that one right there. Next, we have my second favorite for men out of the Louis Vuitton collection. This is Imagination. I love this one. It is honestly, to me, it's very similar to the DNA of Meteor, but it has like a much more like almost soapy clean dry down, which I love that. I love that soapy clean smell, because I don't know, I've always loved the smell of soap. I love, like, that's what honestly put me on this path to like loving scents in general. Like it starts in the shower, you know what I mean? I love a good soapy clean smell. Now this one I wouldn't necessarily say is a soapy fragrance, but the way that it dries down, it pulls a little bit more of that like soapy clean DNA. Ugh, stunning, so sexy. So perfect for the summertime. It's like, honestly, Meteor and Imagination kind of go like neck and neck for me. Like they kind of go back and forth being like my #1 favorite for LV. I would still say that Meteor is my second favorite for men fragrances overall. But damn, Imagination is like right behind it. It's not even like the next place. It's like a 0.5 place from the Meteor. Like, I don't know, it's just, it is gorgeous. It's a fresh citrus fragrance with an aromatic twist. It's got bergamot, orange, some citrus notes, neroli, ginger, black tea, ambroxan, gaiac wood. And I love ambroxan. It's like a molecule, and I feel like that's what brings out that like soapy dry down that I was talking about. It makes it like musky and soapy, and gosh, I can't explain it. Like what that does to me, it's literally like sex appeal, like straight up sex appeal. Like when I smell that, it like makes my eyes roll to the back of my freaking head. Oh my goodness, gorgeous. Oh my God, I love it. It almost gives me like a slightly like laundry clean smell in the dry down too. Like I can't, it's so pretty. I love it. Oh. Then we have my third favorite for men out of the Louis Vuitton house. This is Afternoon Swim, and this smells like Miami. This is a straight citrus bomb. It only has 2 or 3 notes. It's like mandarin and then like a different type of orange and bergamot. Like that's it. Citrus bomb. Oh my God, it's delicious. It makes your mouth water. Like it's like juicy. It's juicy. Like, oh my gosh. Afternoon Swim. Like it literally just smells like you're on South Beach. Like there is not a more Miami fragrance to me than Afternoon Swim, period. And this is one of those ones that I was saying is a lot more like androgynous. I definitely wear this. Like I love the way that this smells on me, but I love it even more on a man. And lastly, for the house of Louis Vuitton, we have L'Immensité. Y'all should have known this one was coming. This one is a spicy, amber, aromatic fragrance balanced with some citrus and some musk. To me personally, it gives like a summertime version of Tuxedo by YSL. To me personally, this one has grapefruit, ginger, bergamot, ambroxan, water notes, sage, rosemary, geranium, amber. And that ginger just really pulls through in the opening for like a subtle kick. Like that little slight spice to it is what reminds me of Tuxedo by YSL, but I would say Tuxedo to me is a lot more fall, winter, definitely fall, like a true fall scent to me. This one is like a more springy summer take on like YSL Tuxedo, if that makes sense. Definitely not like a neck and neck fragrance at all, but that's just what it reminds me of. A lot more fresh version of it. It's sexy. It's just like, it's one of those scents that's like damn near impossible not to like, you know? It's very mass appealing. It has some remnants of like nostalgia almost. Like it has something in it that reminds me of a lot of like colognes back in the day, but not so much to where I could like directly compare it to something and say like, oh, this is a copy of this or whatever. It's unique in itself. It's very, it's masculine, it's yummy. It's giving like business casual vibes in the spring and summer. You know what I mean? This is not like beachy. It's like, you know, you're out on the golf course, you know, you're having business meetings, you're going to brunch. This is when you're like fully clothed, you know, maybe like a polo shirt, some khakis. It gives that type of vibe. Definitely like a very well-respected man. He means business and he smells like it. Yum. Next we have Gentle Fluidity Silver. This one is considered an aromatic spice, but I just get a straight up like woody, musky scent. This one makes my mouth water in a different way than Afternoon Swim. Afternoon Swim makes my mouth water in like a juicy, fruity type of way, while this one makes my mouth water in a very, I'm about to eat you type of way. Delicious. I love this one so much. It's got juniper berry, coriander, musk, vanilla, amber. It actually is comprised of the exact same notes as Gentle Fluidity Gold, but they have two completely different smells, which is crazy. And an honorary mention from the house of MFK is Amorous Homme for men. Like the toilette is nice as well as the extrait. You're definitely gonna get better performance out of the extrait, but they're both chef's kiss. Perfect summer fragrances. Next we have one from the house of Xerjoff. This one is called Torino 21. I am obsessed with this one. This is an aromatic, fresh, spicy green fragrance. It's got like this mintiness to it that is like so unique to me. And it's just done in such a different way because to me personally, like they list it as being like a green fragrance, but I get like this very blue aquatic type of smell from it, and no, it's not because of the bottle. But that mint with like the thyme, the basil, the rosemary, they all just give it like this very like I said, like a unique type of smell. It's so aromatic, it's so sexy, it's so like different. Like it's not something to me that's like really been duplicated, because I also love like Enclave by Amouage, and that's like a minty fragrance, but that's more of like a spearmint. This is like a winter fresh mint type of smell, and it is so alluring. If a man walks past you with this sillage going by, you're literally gonna stop in your tracks and be like, WTF, or at least I am, because this is that one. This one is beautiful. I love this one. This is definitely in my top 5 for sure. I think it'd be pretty impossible to talk about like spring and summer scents without talking about Millesime Imperial. This is so gorgeous. It smells like money. I've mentioned before that it was the signature scent of both P. Diddy and Jay-Z, so it's like, hello. It is a woody floral musk, which makes total sense because that is one of my favorite scent profiles, and I do wear this fragrance. It's super unisex. It's very fresh. The inspiration is like the seaside landscape of Sicily. So just to set the vibes for you. And I like it because it's not a super flashy scent. Despite its bottle, the bottle is like super obnoxious. To me, it's gorgeous, but some people don't like the bottle. But I feel like the smell is so much more subtle than the bottle. It's got sea salt and fruity notes, lemon, bergamot, iris, orange, sea notes, musk, yum, woody notes. It is so stunning. I love this. I bought this one for my brother for his birthday last year actually, and he was so obsessed with it, and he's like, I'm going around passing out free hugs. This is that one. If you want to smell like money, you want to smell like not like you're doing too much, Millesime Imperial for sure. Next we have another one of my favorites, also from the House of Creed. This is Silver Mountain Water, one of my personal go-tos. I love wearing this one in the warm weather. I love taking this one on vacation. It's like that invigorating, fresh smell, fresh out of the shower. It has that slight soapiness to it, very green tea-like fragrance. Super easy to wear, very unisex like I said. mass appealing. I hardly ever meet anyone who doesn't like this. Some people say it's a little too light for them, but never really that they don't like it. Bergamot, orange, green tea, musk, sandalwood. It's yummy. It is, it's clean. Like, it just smells like summer, literally. I love this one. It smells so freaking good on a man. Like, I just want to eat him up when he has this on, because it's like, baby, you should be smelling that good. I'm not gonna bore you to death with all the details on Creed Aventus because you've heard it all before. This is an amazing scent. Oh, this is my #1 favorite. I don't care how many people have it. I don't care how popular it is. It doesn't matter. It smells freaking fantastic. It's fruity, it's musky, that juicy pineapple in the opening, but then the base is like a warm, musky vanilla. I can't get enough. I literally just can't get enough. The pineapple is paired with green apple and blackcurrant, bergamot, and then you have like rose and jasmine, some florals in the mid, that vanille in the base, that ambergris. Yeah, okay, play with somebody else. But you already know the rundown about Aventus. Like I said, I'm not gonna talk your ear off, but what I will say, layer them. Baccarat Rouge 540, it can be any variation, the Eau de Parfum or the Extrait, but I'm telling you, this is that one. I've said it plenty of times. I love this layering combination on a man. I've mentioned it in other videos. I've mentioned it on my TikTok. I'm telling you, it's lethal. It's lethal. Do not wear this unless you are ready to become a father. That's all I'm gonna say. And the last one for the House of Creed is Virgin Island Water. This is a sweet citrus fragrance with coconut and lime, bergamot, mandarin, hibiscus, jasmine, ginger, ylang ylang, rum, sugarcane, and musk. It literally smells like you're in the Virgin Islands. Like, just think about that. Just think about the rum, the sugarcane, the coconut, the lime, even the hibiscus. It's giving so foreign. It just smells beachy, vacation. It's effortless. It definitely can go either way, but this is a very well done citrus fragrance, period. And that added sweetness from the sugar cane, the coconut, it just takes it to another level. Like, I think that this is a super gorgeous fragrance. Love this one in the summer. Next, we have Greenly by Parfums de Marly, and I love this one. It's fresh, it's green, it's clean. It has that same invigorating, fresh effect that you get from Silver Mountain Water, but of course a lot more green, a little bit more woody, a little more masculine to me. Like, this one I would not wear on myself. I think this is definitely a more man's scent. Love this on a man though for that very reason, because it does smell so like masculine and clean. It's so sexy to me. You guys know how much I love Percival by Parfums de Marly, but I think that this one is just so gorgeous in that warm weather. I've said this before, and I hope that it doesn't deter people from wanting to try it, but to me, it gives like an elevated take on Irish Spring soap in the best way possible. It is so freaking gorgeous. Like, I can just smell it in the air. It smells freaking delicious. Like, if a man walks by in this, I'm gonna have to say something. Like, I do speak. When I see a man walk by and he smells amazing, I'm gonna let him know. For the most part. But most times, if I feel like he's not gonna be weird about it and try to take it as an excuse to make further conversation, then I definitely will compliment a man on his scent. Because if you can grab my attention, you deserve a compliment. And this scent will do it, for sure. Green apple, orange cedar, violet, musk. Gorgeous, stunning, love this. Next, we have one of my absolute faves. This one is in that same kind of category as like Silver Mountain Water, as one of my favorite like super unisex smelling scents that I love to wear. And we are moving on to the house of Bond number 9, and I am talking about none other than Governor's Island. I think this is one of their most underrated scents, and I just do not understand why, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with that because it works for a good signature scent too. Governor's Island is a woody, amber, molecular fragrance. It smells like you're in the Hamptons or at Martha's Vineyard, like that type of summer. It's giving old money. It's not that it's not a modern smell, but that's just like what it delivers, if that makes sense. Incense, resin, ambroxan, cedar, white musk, vetiver. That ambroxan is why I classify it as a molecular fragrance. I don't think if you look it up, they'd really call it that. But as I mentioned, ambroxan is a molecule, and that paired with any type of musk just makes it sit so well next to the skin. And it just makes me want to cuddle up next to a man when he has this on, like, oh my gosh. Clean, fresh, summery, like I said, old money, the Hamptons, Martha's Vineyard. You get the vibe. You get the, bro, I'm telling you, I love wearing this. And when I wear it, I get so many compliments. What it does on a woman versus a man is crazy. By far one of my favorite Bond scents overall. Next up, also from the House of Bond number 9, is another unisex fragrance that I love to wear, Greenwich Village. Oh my goodness. I've said it before and I will say it again. If you like Baccarat, I personally don't prefer Baccarat by itself on a man. I think it's a little too sweet. To me, Greenwich Village, maybe it's because of that ambery character of it that remind me a lot of Baccarat Rouge, but I would almost call it like a more woody, which is not really considered woody, but to me, I would call it that. And the fruitiness of it is like a little more tart, whereas Baccarat is like a sweet, you know? So I think that that tartness, which could come from the lychee in the opening, I don't know, to me it just is a lot more of a truly unisex fragrance, and I love Greenwich Village on a freaking man. Oh my goodness. I think almost every woman can vouch on that one. If they've ever smelled Greenwich Village on a man, they will most likely concur, because there's no way a woman can smell that on a man and not love it. Like, it's delicious. It's fruity, fresh, floral, it's musky, lychee, cassis, orange, florals in the heart note, ambroxan, praline, vanilla. That praline and the vanilla together, but just think about this. The praline and vanilla in the base with the ambroxan. Then we're just gonna jump up to the top and you have freaking lychee. Can you just imagine like the roller coaster, the beautiful scent roller coaster that you go on, jumping from something so sweet to something so tart to florals in the middle. It is beautiful. I am obsessed with Greenwich Village. I think it's so perfect for, it's really a great year-round scent, honestly. Might be a little too light for like winter, maybe, but spring, summer, they got that in the bag for sure. Whew. We gotta move on. And last but certainly not least, a fragrance that I find to be or consider to be a hidden gem, Santal Blanc by Van Cleef & Arpels. This is so sexy. It's fresh. Of course, anything with Santal in it, you can almost always somewhat compare it to Santal 33 just for reference, because that's like the most common Santal fragrance that other people have smelled. This one is a lot more unisex to me. I think that Santal 33 is like so masculine. I would never wear that. Like, I don't like it on a woman. But Santal Blanc is so much smoother and creamier. It's so much more luxe to me. It's got fig, orange, sandalwood, violet, tonka bean, benzoin, musk. I love this. It smells delightful on a man. It's so nice for spring and summer. Let's get you in the air. Ooh, that one is so good. If you have not tried Santal Blanc, please get your nose on it. There's so many other good fragrances by Van Cleef & Arpels. Oud Blanc is great. I love Bois Diamante, Bois d'Or. Like, they have a lot of really good fragrances and I feel like they're so underrated overall. But Santal Blanc for this time of year, abso-freaking-lutely. Absolutely. And among the fragrances that I don't have here today, a couple more honorary mentions. Of course, I cannot skip over the House of Initio. I love them. Musk Therapy and freaking Rehab on a man in the summer. Amazing. Amazing. I love Musk Therapy. I wear it on myself all the time. A beautiful musky citrus bomb. Stunning. Rehab on a man. chef's kiss. Y'all know I could go on all day, but if there was anything that I mentioned today that you really liked, I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. What are your favorite fragrances to wear in the spring and summer? But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.
One big room full of passion. One big room.